we were looking to write a political satire, and quite by chance, I had on my bookshelf a book that my brother had given me in 1987 called The Autobiography of a Cad, and it remained unopened. And I read the final page, and it reads like the resignation speech of any of the prime ministers in the last 3 years.
That's a lot of prime
ministers.
That's
a lot of prime ministers.
Macdonell was a liberal politician. He joined the early League of Nations. He was an idealist. He believed in things. And the book is about people who don't and didn't.
One tends to think of rottenness in politics being a sort of contemporary invention, sort of largely helped by press exposure and the sort of tabloid press. But no, it was flourishing in 1920s and 30s England.
It's period, but you wouldn't know it, because we've added very, very little.
The book in the 1930s sort of disappeared under the radar because it was published just before the Second World War, and I don't think the public then had the appetite for thinking that the leaders who were going to take them into this conflagration were dodgy and not to be trusted. And that's essentially what the book is saying.
We found an extraordinary review of it by a very eminent critic at the time called Joseph Goebbels, who amazingly, the propaganda minister for the Third Reich, had read this book, not realised it was a joke, and thought it was an absolutely straightforward autobiography of the decadent British ruling classes.
You know, if it bamboozled Goebbels, I think that's a feather in Macdonald's cap.
Nick and I write together for Private Eye, and we've done Spitting Image, and we've done all sorts of other political contemporary satires. But we've always been aware that in Britain there's a long tradition of this stuff. It goes back about 300 years. And what we do in this country is we find our politicians funny. And we don't have much choice, but that is what we do.